We're live. All right. Welcome to another edition of MANAO at Home. We are live and lively from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. I'm Trish da Dish here for MANAO at Home from the Weekly Dish. Wow, really exciting episode coming up today. It has been a stormy day on the North Shore. It has been thundering and lightning. It's going crazy. So get cozy, get some hot chocolate. We're about to introduce a force of nature herself. She's a singer-songwriter. She's very excited to share more about her debut full-length album. And yeah, she's also a big lover of musical theater and hard rock. So how can you not love this girl? She's awesome. We're really excited to have her. She's the one, the only, Sara Jelley.
Thank you.
They're going
Thanks
crazy.
For having me. The crowd goes wild.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
That's my pleasure.
We are live from Pauella Cannery. Mahalo to Justin Morris, my brother from another mother, for letting us use his studio. I got Cody Quintana there. I got Seta, Gus, there's the thumb, yes. And they're helping us make this a professional shoot. It's, as you can see, it's beautiful. I mean, the talent's beautiful as well, but this camera work, I got to get you over here, Cody. I don't know if this webcam's doing me justice. No, I'm just kidding. This has been a really exciting week. In my life, I'm wearing my Women's March shirt. It's been like Girl Power Week. I moderated an event. It was all female panelists. I did a comedy show with all female comedians. And then I have this wonderful, inspirational female today who's going to be sharing her original songwriting and some stories about her sonic journey. And we're just so happy to have you, Sara Jelley. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Yay.
My honor.
Yeah. Well, let's get some music started. Enough of my yapping. We're going to start off with an original song, from Holes, I assume?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm doing all original songs today, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, fantastic. This is awesome. Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. MANAO at Home. Let's do this.
All right, so this is the first song off the album. I just want to sing. Ooh, I just want to sing. I just want to sing. Ooh, I just want to sing. I know you all can hear me. Is it loud enough for you? Here's what's in my heart. I am giving it all to you. It's all I ever wanted. Making music from my heart. I'm tearing down the walls that blocked me from the start. Ooh,
I'm so glad you
you.
want to sing. This is lovely. Yay! Oh my God, this is exciting. Everything's all good to go. We're live. Oh my gosh. Cody, looking good, sounding good. This is fantastic. Happy to have you, Sarah. Oh, this is so great.
Yeah.
Now, Holes, let's talk about Holes since you started with the album. It was a very personal journey for you. I love talking story with you yesterday about the process of the album. That's always one of my favorite things to talk about with the artists. And it's just really exciting to have, put yourself out there. We were talking about, how this was the moment, the vulnerability and how, you really, I don't know, you put it all out there for this album. These are all like heartfelt stories. Tell us a little about the journey of Holes. And I mean, it's a year of pandemic and you're releasing your debut album. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it and like I couldn't not, it's been such a long time coming that I needed this music to come out. Like I wasn't gonna be able to stop it, And I finally had the time during the pandemic to actually finish it and market it correctly and learn how to do all that stuff. But some of these songs, I think I wrote the earliest one when I was like 17. Then I skipped a little while, but then the last other ones have been in the last like 10 years. So it's been a long time coming, and I am so proud of what I finally came to. I've written all these amazing songs, and I finally felt like I knew enough and I had enough vision to how I wanted them to be produced. And so I'm very thankful that I was able to have the time to do that finally. And yeah, very personal.
You were with David Whitney of what is it, Root Cellar Studio, who is so impressive. That is exciting.
He's such a professional. Yeah,
what was it like?
I'm very lucky to know him and to have him record my album.
Yeah, you were able to be with him. Yeah, and Marcus Johnson and Sal Godinez as well, our guest artists.
Yeah, a couple of different people. So I recorded the first 6 of the album just with David and mostly live. And then the other 5, I knew that I needed a little bit of leveling up for a couple of my songs. So I recruited Sal Godinez, who's an amazing piano player on Island, and Marcus Johnson, who's an amazing bass player. They both play with Amy and Eilei, so you can check them out there all the time. And they were gracious enough to play on 2 of my songs each. And then I also have Henry Arroyo, who is an amazing trombone player. He plays in all the Pops orchestras and all the musical theater orchestras, which is how I met him. And he adds some amazing dynamics to 2 of my songs as well. And I'm just so grateful, because when they all added their parts, my mind was blown. I was like, I can't imagine that my songs can sound this good. I had no idea. It's so cool.
It really filled it up more, it just made but I mean, you're the beautiful bass, so it's like the little salt and peppers they added, right?
Totally. Yeah. Very important seasonings, but yeah.
Yes, that's right, don't forget that. Okay, we have so much more to talk about and more music to hear. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget, audience, this is a gig for our talents. So if you see that little pineapple, I know Zoom is kind of doing new things, so if you can't see the pineapple right now, just know that her Venmo is at Sara, no H, Jelley with an EY dash music. And I shared it online too as well. And also you can tip Cody as well for his tech help. He's volunteering his time. This is 100% volunteer effort, just like MANAO Radio. And we just, really appreciate all the support. Cody, you can tip at Venmo at CQ Audio. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, let's have some more live music from Sara Jelley.
All right. This is an older song. It's on my old EP called Lay Down Easy. When I'm with him, I'm open as a book. When I'm with him, I'm high as a mountain. When I'm with him,
like hoot and holler for all these love songs. I just get really excited about music.
Totally.
I'm like, yeah, heartbreak, woo.
Yeah. Well, that one's especially positive, and I
yeah, that
love
one's
singing
nice.
because it's so free. Like I wanted it to be like a gospel feel. I just wanted to be able to sing whatever over it and just feel open.
Wow, I definitely feel that. And, you know, I don't know if many people know this, but you're a really beloved song coach, a voice coach. You love giving lessons, and that's kind of been a passion of yours, especially over COVID. And tell us a little bit about, you know, how teaching, you know, being a performer is one thing, but being a teacher, that's a whole nother level. And tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's been such a blessing. I'm like, I can't even imagine. Like a couple years ago, I never would have thought I would be here. But I'm lucky enough to do a lot of musical theater on the island, and I have some incredible connections through there. And I just started voice coaching a couple kids I knew, and then it just kind of grew from there. And I discovered that I absolutely love coaching others. Like I love teaching musical theater singers and teaching people who want to be pop singers and adults who have never sung their whole lives and just want to feel like they can carry a tune. Like those are the most fun for me, like getting people to, you know, who think they're tone deaf to realize that like really anybody can learn to sing, and it's just so much fun. Like after most lessons, I turn off the computer. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I get to do this for a job. Like I'm so blessed.
Oh, that's so exciting. Do you have any students that we would know? Anyone on island that's a performer that you're allowed to share?
A lot of children, so
Oh, wonderful.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I have a couple of really amazing adult students who, you know, they do other things for work, and they just really always wanted to learn how to sing and feel better in their voices, and those are the most fun, I think.
Oh, wonderful. Well, if you guys go to sarajelleymusic.com, I know I looked at that today. It was lovely. And you can also sign up to be your student. Do you have openings?
I do. Yeah,
Oh,
just a
wonderful.
couple left because I don't want to burn out, you know, so I got to keep it chill. But yeah, I have a couple left.
Okay, wonderful. Well, don't forget, guys, to tip the talent, Sara-Jelley's-music. And thank you so much for being here. We've got more live music coming up from this beautiful talent. We're really excited. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about Colorado.
Okay.
I want to hear about
Colorado.
Colorado. Woohoo!
Okay. This is another one that was on the older EP. It's actually the title song off of that, and then I re-recorded it for this full-length album. Sara's really excited because this is her favorite song. It's one of mine too. I think it will always be one of my favorites. If I ask you to close your eyes, would you do it for me? If I ask you to lay down, would you do it for me? If I ask you to be still, would you do it for me? If I ask you to lay down, would you lay down easy? If I needed some love, would you save some for me? If I needed some touch, would you just hold me? If I needed music, would you sing to me? Would you come with me and lay down easy? So many nights we're turning around in our bed, in our bed, in our bed. So many worries spinning around in our heads, in our heads, in our heads. We just can't relax. We get ourselves stressed, so stressed, so stressed, so stressed. It never will stop, it never will stop unless we try to lay down. We try to be still. It's time to rest, baby. It's time to lay down easy. There is nothing to fear, so lay down easy. I will always be here, so breathe easy. Will you always be here for me, baby? Would you remind me to lay down easy? So many nights we're turning around in our beds, in our beds, in our beds. So many worries are spinning around in our heads, in our heads, in our heads. We just can't relax, we get ourselves stressed, so stressed, so stressed, so stressed. It never will stop, it never will stop unless, unless, unless. If I ask you to close your eyes, would you do it for me? If I ask you to lay down, would you do it for me? If I ask you to be still, would you do it for me? Would you come with me and lay down easy?
Ow, ow!
Thanks.
I love that, right? That was so beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Oh,
Thanks.
ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Sara Jelley. Oh, so happy to have you. And I want to apologize to the viewers at home if the windows are being weird. Zoom updated recently, so some of the time Sara was talking, I was on screen, and it was kind of silly. But I wish I had sounded like you. That would have been cool. But it looks and sounds great. Thanks so much to Cody. Really appreciate you being here. He's been such a joy to work with. And want to thank Justin Morris again for letting us use his studio. Justin actually booked you for your first live show in a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous and
4th?
excited.
I know. March 4th, you're going to be at the playground, which is going to be awesome. And then also, I love watching all your streams. Like, you're doing a really good job of keeping like, a presence online with your fans. And that's really a big deal right now, because a lot of people need to be, their favorite artists. They're kind of like saving us right now, and I just really appreciate you. And I was following your slightly different love song series. That was really
Thanks.
fun.
Thanks. Yeah, that was fun. I actually just had those because I did them as like Christmas gifts for family.
Mhm.
And I finally just posted them and kind of worked out perfectly for Valentine's Day. And those are a couple of my favorite songs ever. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you're watching them. So thank you very much for that.
Pat
feedback.
Benatar all day. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Bonnie Raitt. You
That's
can't
such a
go-
fun song to sing. Like, we belong. You just like float over it. And it's just, oh, it's the best feeling.
Yeah, I think I roller skated to that song like my whole childhood, and just like did like interpretive dances in my basement. Right? That's what girls did in the 80s, okay?
Absolutely. And the 90s, and probably
know.
still do.
Probably
Mine were Spice Girls. I did interpretive dances to Spice Girls and the Beatles.
Nice. Good taste.
Yep.
I like that's a very well-rounded, I guess.
Oh yeah, I was a very well-rounded kid. I also listened to Alanis Morissette and Billy Joel when I was in like 4th grade.
Heck
So,
yeah.
sophistication.
Love it. And you grew up in Colorado. You moved here from Boulder, Fort Collins area? Yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up in Fort Collins, went to school in Boulder, moved back to Fort Collins, and then came here.
Oh, wonderful. And how long have you called Maui home?
5.5 years now.
Oh, wonderful. Wow, only that long? I feel like you've been here longer. That's wonderful. Well,
So
we've
do I,
embraced
kinda.
you, so we're not letting you go. You can't
Thank
leave.
you. I love it here.
I love what you said yesterday. You said something really beautiful. You said, I can live my dreams from here. And I just thought that was really beautiful. I feel that way a lot every day. I'm very thankful to be back on the island, and I'm happy you've come to that realization. You really can. And what a
It
special
is.
place to live it.
it's amazing. Like, we can live 10 minutes from the beach and do professional quality music and art, and because there's so many incredible professional level people here to collaborate with, and I feel like so transformative. Like, I was so grateful. Like, I started off working at Whole Foods, and now I'm here, have my own business, and that was the magic of Maui. It's incredible.
Well, Mother Maui loves you. We're not letting you go. Let's hear another song, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about your youth and
Okay.
how you found your voice.
Okay.
Thanks for being here, guys. On MANAO at Home. Don't forget, tip the talents. Sara Jelley.
All right, we'll do another chill one. This is the title track from Holes. And I highly recommend it to everybody to listen to the album track because it has amazing trombone parts, and it's just not the same without it, so please go listen. Do not need to wait for you. Do not need you to call. Do not need to miss you. I'll catch you when you fall. Do not need to rely on you. I don't feel incomplete. Just love the feeling of loving you and hearing the sound of your feet. Know that when you show yourself, I see your holes as well. It fills me up to think that I could have your magic spell. I feel as though I'm battered. I'm 100% human. You say you love me so much, I forget I am not golden. And the minute I'm alone, facing my own faults, offstage applause has ended, nothing left to fill the void. Reach inside and feel around for any speck or crumb. Try singing my own praises, but I'm tired, empty, dumb. Do not need to wait for you, but I'm all out of gas. You are the last chance station on the way to Sunday Mass. Do not need you to call, but I'm leaking from my exhaust. Yeah, my heart has its own damn leak, and my fuels always get lost. I do not need to miss you. I'll catch you when you fall. But it feels so good when my cup's not empty, even with just a little. Even if I know time at all.
That was so beautiful. That's the music video one.
That is, I have like a really professional level music video. Yeah, I have some music videos I did for myself for the other ones, but that one's like the best. It's an amazing video that my friend Alani did, and it features aerialist Victoria Roos, who's an
Yes.
incredible lyra artist, and I highly recommend watching it because she does some mind-blowingly amazing things.
I got very emotional during that video. I think it was probably one of those days, but I remember watching it over and over and just being like, wow, this is really good. I'm really feeling this song.
Oh,
Uh, I thought it was a really good title track for the album. Just so much emotion,
thanks.
and you could tell it was something you lived. Is like the beauty of sharing your vulnerability in songwriting when it's about you. you know it's Have you noticed how it's such a game changer for you in this album?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so much easier to, to get people on your page, because so many other people have experienced things like that. That song in particular was about this relationship that, felt like more of a commitment than it was, and me needing to not feel so needy, and I feel like a lot of us have felt like that. But at the same time, there's a level of needing that connection and needing that feeling of being with somebody. And then there's a whole other level of being a performer and needing that applause and praise and stuff that I added in there, which it feels very similar sometimes.
Well, I
Yeah,
need
I feel like a lot of people can.
there is lots of clapping. Whoever's watching, there's lots of clapping, just so you know. They're clapping
Yeah.
at home. Now, when you were growing up, I loved talking to you about you had a lot of mentors in your life. You learned to play piano first, which I always think is such a beautiful thing for a songwriter, is learning how to play piano. That's the base, from
Hmm.
where a lot of the most inspirational songwriters of our time, like Elton John and Prince and all them. But you played piano, guitar, and then of course singing was number one. And then you had some mentors, some teachers that really pushed you. Tell us a little bit about that and how
Yeah,
you.
so I started on piano, which helped me kind of know my way around music theory, and then I started taking guitar in like around 8th grade. I was like 14, and my teacher was an amazing songwriter, and she pushed me right away to start writing songs, and I'm so grateful for her for that because not many teachers do that. They just let you play your little covers and do your thing. But no, she was like, no, you need to go write songs like right now. And so I did, and I just kind of never stopped. I've had little times of rest in between. Like I didn't play hardly at all in college, but I was so grateful for that beginning. And then I started taking voice lessons when I moved back to Fort Collins after college. And I took classical lessons because I really wanted to sing in musical theater, and I just wanted to know how to use my voice in a more healthy way. And she just turned my world around. Like I was a pretty good singer before. I just knew I needed to know how to use my instrument better, and that helped so many light years. Like I can't even imagine my life without having classical voice lessons. So I highly recommend, if there's any budding singers out there, take at least a little bit of voice lessons just to help you, tweak a couple things, just to be more aware of what's going on in here, because that helped change my life. And she also pushed me to get into musical theater, which turned my life around completely, especially when I moved here. I became obsessed and got thoroughly involved in the community theater little group here. It's actually quite a big group. And I did a ton of shows, and I had so much fun, and I was lucky enough to get some lead parts and just experience that whole world. And so I'm very thankful to all of those teachers that just pushed me in the right direction, like just gave me the confidence to say, no, you can do these things that you've always wanted to do, that you're afraid you're not good enough to do. Just go do them. Just start.
Wonderful. Well, I'm so happy they were there for you. And I remember seeing you first in musical theater. I think it was Pro Arts or EAO or MAPA. And
Hmm.
that's really interesting. Like, the stage fright that some artists have, you were like, I got that covered. I love being on stage.
I don't know, man. I had
You still
plenty of
get
stage fright.
butterflies? You
I
still get
still
butterflies?
do. Yes, I still do. Like I remember the first time I stepped onto stage as Mary Poppins, I was almost paralyzed. Like I could barely move because I was so scared. And then, each time you do it, it gets a little easier, but it never goes away. Like I still want to do a good job. Like it's not like I've, been on stage so many times that I just, it's like nothing. It's like, being alone in my room. It's not. It's completely scary still every time I do it. Like my hands are clammy even now. So, I think a lot of people think of us performers as like fearless and we just get on stage and do amazing things, but we're quite nervous all the time.
Well, like Tony Bennett says, if you don't have butterflies, why are you doing it? That's one of my favorite lines. So he still gets butterflies. A fun fact about Sara, we'll have a quiz after the show. No, she actually majored in Japanese culture and art and was fluent in Japanese. What a fun fact. Can you say anything right now to us? Something lovely?
I had a feeling you'd ask me that.
I
know. So let's see. Hawaii ga totemo kirei desu ne.
What's that mean?
Which is Hawaii is very pretty.
Yeah. True that. You made it sound so lovely.
I'm super rusty, but thank you.
Well, we'll go to Japan in a few years. We'll get you on a tour. A lot of Hawaii artists are big in Japan. We can make it happen. Ask Marcus Johnson. He's a regular over there. Jeez. All right, let's get some more live music. This is such a great episode. Zoom's being a little wonky and not letting us do the triple screen like we usually do. So I'm not sure if you guys get to see that little cute pineapple. So make sure you tip the talent. Sarah's on Venmo, and someone asked for her PayPal. We'll get that later, and I can send it to him personally. But she's at Sara-Jelley- music, and then Cody as well. You can tip at CQ Audio on Venmo. Thanks so much for being here. I'm MANAO at home. Let's have some more live music from Sara Jelley. Thank you.
Thanks, Trish. So this is a song. It's one of my favorites to play. It's just fun. It's called Can't Fix Anybody, and it's about my relationship with codependency and learning how to be my own person and set boundaries and not try and meddle in other people's lives. Hold on, let me restart that. Oh, and there's lots of noise happening anyway, so hold on. Give us a second. Okay, here we go again. There we go, that's better. Everybody's got that one old friend, you know the one I'm talking about. One that doesn't like to hang around, but doesn't like to feel left out. Back and forth again, like a carnival ride. Complaining, raising hell, but never gone, and just cannot decide. Somebody should just slap them good. Anything they say never will sway. All your solutions, just put them back on the shelf, 'cause you can't fix anybody but yourself. The one that lives inside of his head and thinks that he's the best. So he never stops talking just to make himself laugh, never gives it a rest. The one that lives with some unwritten rules to feel she's good enough. She doesn't trust anyone and never lets go. How does she juggle all that stuff? Somebody should just slap them good. Anything you say never will sway. All your solutions, just put them back on the shelf, 'cause you can't fix anybody but yourself. Leaning to the points that are sharp, others will always show you just where they are. In time you'll see just as clear as a bell that you can't fix anybody but yourself. You ever wonder why these people come into our lives? They need you, poke you, do stupid shit that you would never do right. They get right up in your face and never listen to what you say. Well, guess what? They are just you inside a different mask that day. Somebody shouldn't just slap you good. Anything they say never will sway. All their solutions, put them back on the shelf, 'cause you can't fix anybody, no. You can't change anybody, no. You can't fix anybody but yourself. Woo.
True dad, huh?
Amen. Yep.
You don't, no fixer-uppers here. We don't want no fixer-uppers, right?
Nah,
But as women, I must admit I dated a few.
Yep.
We're so happy to have Sara Jelley here live on MANAO at home. Apologize if there's any difficulties with the stream or any of the windows. I mean, it's a stormy day in the middle of an island, people. We're doing the best we can, but the video looks great. I'm loving all the camera work. Thank you so much to Cody for always giving 100%. He's the man. And yeah, actually next week, Cody and Seta will be our guests. They're a group called Cuppa. So that's our guest next week. How cool is that, right?
Yeah.
Woo, love it.
Excited.
Yeah, who's gonna do the tech for your show, Cody? We're gonna have to talk. This is gonna be scary. He'll be running back and forth. All right. So Sara, we have holes, and then also we were talking about your teaching. I also want to talk a little bit about September, because as somebody who was one of the original hustlers, I would say, and producers, we had such a blast putting on the show. And after I moved, it continued on beautifully. And unfortunately, I was unable to be there for your shows. And you were fantastic. Just seeing the photos of Stephen Holding, you can feel your energy. I mean, you just to have you so, like, you're very mild mannered and sweet and kind and soft spoken, and then to see you with, like, you know, fishnets, like giving your best Robert Plant. I mean, I'm so sad I missed it, but I want to hear a little bit about, you did 3 Septembers. What Zeppelin songs did you get to sing?
Yes. Well, hopefully you'll get to hear me do it again. I would love to keep doing them. My first year I did Tangerine and Trampled Underfoot. That was a good time. All those car metaphors.
That's a great one.
Sorry, yeah, I loved it. Second year I did Bronniar Stomp with it was like an acoustic set. It was super fun. And that's, I think, how I first met Justin. And then last year, I guess not last year, 2 years ago already now, I got to do Immigrant Song, and I got to do That's the Way as well.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
I know. I honestly don't know how I pulled off Immigrant Song, but
I was gonna say Immigrant Song, that beginning wail, I mean, we all sing that in the car. Oh, yeah. Like, you got to sing that on a stage
with a lot of people in front of me. Yes.
I'm sure
I was very grateful because I got to play with my friend Will, who I worked at Maui Coffee Roasters with, and he is a killer guitar player, and he knew that song like the back of his hand already. And I was like, well, let's do something together. And he was like, okay, let's do Immigrant Song. I was like, gulp. But you know, I learned it, and I didn't kill my voice completely, so it worked out.
Wonderful. That's so cool. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget, tip the talents. And if you just are joining us now, we always save the episodes, and they're online at manaoradio.com, and you just click on MANAO at home. And then also on Instagram and on YouTube, we have a MANAO Radio channel. And then also this episode will be up on Facebook. You can continue to comment. And thanks so much for tuning in to all of our friends. I know there's a lot of MANAO Radio DJs watching this, a lot of big fans. I know Jeremy Jarvis is a huge fan of yours. Aww. And we love Jeremy. I have about 100 of his vinyls here to my right. I have an addiction right now. I can't go back over to his house. I'm gonna Chino's not going to let me back home with any more vinyls. But Jeremy also works at Request, and that your album Holes is available there. And he gave a really sweet review
Yeah.
online of your album. And yeah, we just really appreciate all of our MANAO Radio DJs and Sonic soldiers out there. What are we going to listen to next? What do you got for us? I see you have an ukulele.
Yes, this is my beautiful ukulele, my tenor. It's a song called New Era, and it's one of two ukulele songs that I played on the album. And I actually bought my first ukulele right before I came to Maui, before I knew I was moving here. So it was kind of fate. And I started writing songs on it because it's so just simple, like it's so accessible for anybody, and I just love playing it, and it just, they're so cute and fun, and I love them, and I just love how it feels like connected to the land here, so this song is about, I wrote it for my sister's wedding a 3 years ago, and it was kind of, they asked me to play a song at their wedding, and I was like, okay, I'll do you one better, I'll write you one. And so this ended up coming out, and it kind of has morphed into kind of an anthem for my relationship also, and I feel like a lot of other people feel like this too. It's kind of an anthem to finding the right one for you a little later than you expected. So I reach my hand out to feel the rain. Your hand reaches out to mine. I never needed someone to claim. She came to help me shine. And it's a new era. I'm learning how to do it right this time. It's a new era for the rest of our lives. Did you know that I'm not perfect? I'm gonna say something wrong. Did you know you're not perfect either? But our challenges will make us strong. All through the pages of my history, all of the hearts I met that weren't for me. I didn't know if you were real, you see. Now what I want is right in front of me. And it's a new era, learning how to do it right this time. It's a new era for the rest of our lives. Reach for a brush to paint my life. Your hand reaches out to mine. I never needed another eye, but your palette complements mine. It's a new era, learning how to do it right this time. It's a new era for the rest of our lives, for the rest of our lives, for the rest of our lives. It's a quick one, but fun. Thanks.
I like that one.
Thanks.
I mean, I like them all, but that one really got me moving.
It's pretty cute, I know.
It's pretty, it's pretty adorable. You've got a lot of fans watching the show, which I always like to see.
Aw.
So make sure you guys tip the talent. I know the little pineapple's not popping up like we usually do. I miss my pineapple, my little tip jar. But okay, Zoom has a mind of its own today, so at least you see Sarah and I. So that's good. We have, I meant to say that Cody and Seta are in 2 weeks. I didn't mean to scare them. 2 weeks. So okay. I said next week. They're like, shoot, we are not ready. But yeah, that'll be coming up. Cuppa, that is on March 4th, and that's number 29. They're lucky numbers, so very cool, very cool. Sarah, I want to talk a little bit about, you're always so giving online. I always see you on like podcasts and sharing online and doing talks and collaborating. And Tell us a little bit about how do you get involved with all these? How, because you people all over the world are reaching out to you, and are these friends, or you just meet them online, or um, how do you get so involved online? You have such a great presence. It's really impressive.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been doing a lot of work on that. When the pandemic started, that's pretty much what I did is learn how to do all of this marketing stuff on my own. And I wasn't able to sing right away and finish recording, so I spent like 4 or 5 months just researching stuff. And I joined a couple amazing musicians like accountability groups online. Which has been the best decision for my career. Like, it's so nice to have people who are on the same page as you, who are willing to do all that stuff, like go on Instagram Live with you and, just give each other feedback back and forth about songs and videos and stuff like that. So it's been super helpful. And I first discovered that a couple years ago when I went to the Hawaii Songwriting Festival, which is where I really got to know Sara. And it was such an amazing experience. I just wanted more of that. I wanted more collaboration. I wanted to talk to songwriters. I wanted to explore the craft together. Like, I've been learning so much. And I'm grateful that, some people are watching, because it's so much fun. I've been having a lot of fun, like, just during this time. Like, I haven't done a whole lot besides just teach my lessons and make fun videos online, and it's great.
Great. Hey, that's the way to do it sometimes, right? And you're also honing your sound and your fans. So when you do get back out on the stage, you're going to get a lot of people that are going to come see you live. So that's really exciting.
That's
Yay.
the goal.
Well, let's have some more from Sara. It's already like, we only have like 10 minutes left. This is crazy. Oh. I know. Wow. It goes, I told you, it's just like, whoop, flies by.
Oh,
all right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. Let's get some more music from this beautiful creature, Sara Jelley. Woohoo!
Thank you. Okay, let's do this one. This is a fun song on the album. It began, I think this is the newest song on the album, and I have a lifelong love affair with Alice in Wonderland, the story and the books and stuff. And it just kind of came out as like a metaphor for my own transformation a couple years ago, and we turned it into this really amazing, like, a little bit of effects on the album, which David is a master at, and he turned my voice into like the mirror self voice, and it's so awesome. I can't gush enough about it, but it's a fun song, and I just love all the metaphors, because I constantly have felt like every time I go through a big transformation, I'm through the looking glass and down the rabbit hole and in a whole other world. So this is called Alice. Step through the mirror, it's a doozy. Never know how far I'm gonna fall. Gonna have to drink some bitter potion if I wanna be the queen of it all. At home I was uncomfortable but safe. I learned my lessons well, but hated every day. Down here I don't know anything, and that's okay, 'cause I just grew twice my size in a day. I am Alice in a wonderland, the rabbit hole that took me down. I am admitting I was wrong, and all the things I knew were upside down. Oh, all the things I knew were upside down. Caterpillars love to give advice. It tells me what I'm saying don't feel right. And even at the party where time stands still, there's still judgment on the sea to my right. Each flower has a bark and a bite. Every dog has its day, but a darker night. Each night is shining armor in its own worst enemy. Just look out at me, we're just crazy. Maybe I was wrong, no, I definitely was. This door somehow grew to fit me through. Maybe I can grow every time I close my eyes and let myself believe it can't be true. I am In this new world, I don't know who I am. Could be just a pawn or a queen. Maybe who I am is mine to choose now. Because life, what is it but a dream? I am Alice in a wonderland. Stepped into myself and turned around. I am admitting I was wrong, and all the things I knew were upside down. Oh, all the things I knew were upside down. There you go.
Woohoo! That was a really beautiful song. Chino walked in and went, wow, she's a really good singer.
Thanks, Chino.
And yeah, you can definitely tell you're a professional. Like you're like dancing up and down the scale.
Thanks.
And now you told me, it was funny when we were talking yesterday. I said, I can't sing. I just sing in the shower. I'm like Janis Joplin with a hangover. And then you gave me like this little lesson. You're like, girl. And then after I got off the phone with you, I was like, maybe I can sing. Maybe if Sara teaches me to hone my voice.
I honestly believe that anybody can learn how to sing at least a little better than they are right now. You don't have to learn to be a pop star, but I think just learning how to use your voice in a healthy and appropriate way is super helpful.
Real quick, I wanted to talk a little bit about, or you can just, if you want to share, but you said you're pitching your album to TV.
Yeah, so that's the big goal right now. Sync licensing is like the thing that most musicians are looking at as like the way to make any money in the music business now, because streaming gives you, like 0.04% of a penny or something. And plus it's been kind of a lifelong goal. Like I used to watch TV and discover my favorite bands by hearing songs on there. So it's kind of a thing that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm finally feeling like I have some really good quality music that I can pitch. So I took a class in how to pitch songs to TV and film supervisors, and I have my first one in a week or two. So wish me luck.
We will. We'll wish you all the luck. I'll put in the good vibes out in the universe for you.
Thanks. Yeah, and hopefully you'll be hearing me on some amazing TV show. And
that'd be lovely. I'm sure Netflix will pick you up.
Yeah,
we'll just put that out there in the universe. There's some beautiful romantic story that your music needs to be in, or heartbreak. I love all your songs. They're so wonderful. You're such a good songwriter. Do we have one more? Because I have time for one more song. Do you have one more song?
Let's see. I could do one more. Yeah. Let's do one more.
Let's do another song. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to MANAO at Home with Sara Jelley. Don't forget, this recording will be up afterwards. So if you missed it, or if you had problems with your internet because of the stormy day, the whole stream was recorded, and we'll be playing it back in your face and ear holes.
In your face, as in your face as my music can be. Yeah.
In your face.
In your face, but still super chill. All right, so this song is probably my favorite song I've ever written, because it's very dear to my heart, and I wrote it for my mom, who passed away when I was 11. I kind of wrote it to her. It's kind of like a letter to her. I wrote it, I don't know, I want to say 20 years after she died, but I was feeling like I was just searching. You know how in your 20s you just search for the thing that feels right and that feels like home, but I had a realization that I was probably never going to find that what I was looking for, because what I was looking for was that feeling of being with her, which is, I get as close as I can, but it's never going to be the same. So hopefully people will hear this and understand that feeling. So this is called Stay Right Here. Also highly recommend the album version, because I had an amazing string arranger put some beautiful strings on it, and it's lovely. Okay. Will I ever stop searching for you? Ever stop wondering where you are? And will I ever feel the same as I did when you were here? And will I ever get to be with you again and feel at home again, that loved again? I never have to wander, so I will stay right here. 'Cause it's the best place I've found so far. And I will stay right here. 'Cause it's the closest thing to you I've found. It's been so long, what else can I do? You may be far away, you may be close, you may be just around the corner, waiting for me to give up and go on with my real life. Just let go of all the lies you never wanted me to feel like I'm not good enough. Sing a song that I once knew, 'cause it reminds me of the things you used to teach me about how to feel, how to talk, how to play, and how to sing. And as I sing it now, all I know is I know how, because you knew that this is how I say the things in my heart needs to say. And I will stay right here, 'cause it's the best place I've found so far. And I will stay right here, 'cause it's the closest thing to you I've found. It's been so long, what else can I do? And this is all I've got, songs about what I have now, because I can't stop feeling that what I have now is what a home should be. But I have warmth and love, a simple kind of feeling of a simple kind of destiny that tells me to stop searching, so I can stay right here, 'cause it's the best place I've found so far. And I will stay right here, 'cause it's the closest thing to you I found. It's been so long, what else can I do? What else can I do? What else can I do? Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was beautiful. I mean, the whole set was beautiful. It's been a very beautiful, honest, heartfelt singer-songwriter session with Sara Jelley. We can't thank you enough. You're just
My pleasure.
I got to know you a little through like the internet, but now like getting to know you the last few days, I'm like, the fanship is like out through the roof, girl. I mean,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
so sincere.
I feel like I'm much better in person, so
Okay.
I love these videos because you get to see like my real self and my goofiness, and not just what I post.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you on stage again soon, and also hopefully some musical theater. Oh, we miss our plays, don't we? So
Yes, we do. Someday it will
gotta-
come back. But I
gotta get
highly
those
recommend ProArts has been doing a lot of filmed content, so go check that out. And they have an access for all right now, which means that you don't have to pay anything if you're not able. So check that out.
Lynn, we gotta give Lynn some love there. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the fans, the friends, the new fans, and of course to Cody Quintana behind the scenes. That camera work every time gets me. I'm like listening to the music, but I'm also looking at the camera work. Yeah. Ooh, look at this fancy street. Look at this. Yep, there he is. Yay, Cody. There's Seta taking over. And Gus, of course, he's like our mascot for MANAO at home. He look, you made him so chill, he passed out. He's like breathing right now. And much love to Michael Elam and the whole MANAO Radio family. Couldn't do this without you. And yeah, I'm just really, I feel just warm and cozy and just all filled with like gratitude that you took time out today.
That's the best compliment.
Yay, Sara! Yeah, I got a whole crew, man. This is awesome. All right, guys, thanks so much, Sara. We can follow you at Sara Jelley Music, right? .com.
Yep, on all the things. Yep, and my website, sarajelleymusic.com.
Yeah, she's really good on Instagram and keeping up with her Facebook pages, her Sara Jelley Music and Sara Jelley. It's really impressive. As someone who's a marketing person, I'm just like, woo, this girl's got it. So,
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, sweetie. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll make sure to share the Venmos again and this video. And don't forget to tune in 2 weeks. That's March 4th for Kappa. We're going to have a soulful session with the darlings, Seta and Cody. So very excited about that.
I'll be tuning in for sure.
Nothing but love for you, Sara. Have a beautiful weekend.
Thanks, Trish. You're amazing. Peace
and love. All right, guys, we're out of here. I will see you in 2 weeks. All right, guys. Peace, love, and aloha. See you on the flip side. Mahalo, Sara. You're awesome.